Welcome everybody to En El Centro, a small production by the El Centro team, where we interview a few faculty and students here at Virginia Tech that identify as Latinx, Hispanic, and see what's up with their lives and see what's going on here at Virginia Tech. With me today we have Daniel Rico and Ashley Cruz. Welcome y'all.
Hello, thank you for having us.
Of course. So as y'all might know, we are all the student program coordinators here at El Centro. We kind of help plan the events that go through everything in El Centro, from the Explain Library to Comunidad and all those other events that we hold. And today's interview is going to be about 30 minutes as usual, and we'll be interviewing these two about their experience here at Tech. Alright y'all, so if you want to do a quick introduction of yourselves, your majors, and then your favorite study spot here on campus.
Alright, so my name is Ashley Cruz. I'm a double BIT major and management major. And my favorite study spot is at the pylons, just like sitting there and observing, the drill field and burrs. It's really nice to just sit there and stare out. It's very relaxing. I've done a few photo shoots for graduation, and I've just waited for people there, and I just realized how amazing it is to just sit there and relax. And yeah, other than that, I also love going to Squires, especially here in El Centro. It brings community, and I've met so many great people here. But yeah.
Alright, thanks Ashley. So hi guys, my name is Daniel Rico. I'm a senior in political science and criminology. I'm on the legal studies track. Favorite study spot, probably El Centro. I've been coming here since freshman year. The space is just a great environment. There's plenty of people to come in, talk to you. Everybody's usually Hispanic or Latinx, so it's kind of cool to kind of connect with others with a similar background. So honestly, this place is my favorite spot. The second favorite place probably would be the outside tables outside of the library. I don't know, that's very specific, but I've been going there, like I said, since freshman year, and I'm just a creature of habit. So El Centro and the tables outside the library for sure.
Also, those creatures of habit here. That's college life. Anyways, seeing as y'all are seniors, let's take it back to the beginning. And I want to know, what is it that made y'all come to Tech? Why did you choose Virginia Tech to be your college?
I can go first. So growing up, I always saw the VT logos, at my high school teachers' rooms, and I noticed that it's a school with a lot of pride, and because of their football team, but also their campus. And I've heard many great things about it, and also my father has a few friends that went there, so he kind of encouraged me to go here. And I'm a first generation student, so I realized it'd be a great spot to go as opposed to the schools where I go, the schools that are near where I live. And yeah, I got admitted, and it was literally the first school I visited and only school that I wanted to go to. So yeah.
Kind of similar to Ashley. I am also a first generation college student in my family. I had no real sights on going to Tech actually. I was trying to get back to the West Coast, going out to school out there. But then I got encouraged by my counselor from high school to just apply to Virginia Tech. He mentioned that they were trying to focus on diversity, and it worked out. So I applied, got in, and I actually got accepted into the Gateway program, which is a program that Virginia Tech offers through admissions for minority students and first generation students who first get accepted into college. So I spent the weekend here at Virginia Tech. I actually spent the weekend under a freshman in Pritchard, which ended up being my RA, because I ended up being in Pritchard my freshman year as well. And so, like Ashley said, it was the first college campus, or second college campus actually, that I toured, and it was beautiful. I loved the scenery. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and the buildings really reminded me of Hogwarts. So yeah, all in all, it was just the scenery, it was the people, the energy, and it was just the fact that I was able to do something different than what my other family members have done. So really, really appreciate my time here at Virginia Tech.
That's awesome. I appreciate your stories. I mean, I can relate. Virginia Tech was a lot like castles, and some were wondrous, one would say. But going on to what y'all been doing here in the past 4 years, throughout that college career, you could say, what's some of the most memorable events that went on? We have all kinds of things going on with the big event, and then homecoming queen. And what are some things that your time here that stood out to you?
Oh, I think So I think the most memorable things that have occurred to me here have been my involvement with LASSO my sophomore and junior year, specifically my sophomore year when things were normal in 2019. Like we had the gala, we had many events, with El Centro as well, and just we had like Edward Polanco come in and give a demonstration of Dia de Muertos. It was just amazing events that we had, and like there were a lot of events that happened. Unfortunately, due to COVID, things have changed, the way we do things, but all those events, I met amazing people, and I've learned so much about the Latinx community. There's so many things I didn't know about that I now know just being involved and being part of these organizations. And the people I met, like I met many great friends, being part of LASSO. So I had so many great memories. For LASSO, they go on a trip, e-board trip, and we went to New York in 2019, and it was so much fun. Like there was so much bonding with my team members, and it really opened up my eyes. Like what a great community we have here. And yeah, those were probably my most memorable experiences here while being here at Tech.
Like, yeah, I agree. Like those are pretty solid ones. Kind of not similar, but sort of going off of Ashley. My favorite, I guess, ideas or memories here at Tech have to relate to Latin as well as the involvement with El Centro and the events that LASSO puts on. Specifically, Comida y Comunidad in El Centro, having just like monthly giant gatherings of food. There'd be like 100 people in this tiny little square, all lined up to get PKs or
Line
Mo's
at
or
the
something.
door.
Yeah, the line would be out the door. Definitely a great time. I love those because we all get to sit in here. We just talk for an hour. Those are great times. Another event definitely that sticks out to me is Latin State Party from junior year. I'm gonna ride on that for the rest of my life. Latin had its first state party. I was actually the events coordinator, and with my events planning committee, we were able to put the first state party for Latin hosted off campus. And everybody got to dress up. We had good food. Everybody had a great time. We had a great DJ. Just honestly, a very memorable and enjoyable time that I hope that Latin is able to continue in the future. And honestly, just anything that had to do with my community. If I was hanging out with my community, whether it be Latin or El Centro or LASSO or anywhere, I just love the core group of network of friends and family that I made here at Virginia Tech.
I want to add one more thing to that. Like, if it weren't for like the community that that's created here, like I feel like I would be miserable at Virginia Tech just because of not feeling like I belong here. Like when I first arrived at Virginia Tech, I just felt like I didn't really belong here just because it's a predominantly white institute, so I just felt out of place. But then when I found like the community, like it all clicked to me and it just felt like home to me. So
Definitely agree.
Yeah, I mean, something that both y'all said was how much the culture and the community here kind of brings everyone together. I think that's one of the things from this little production here that I can appreciate that and show that off, that people doing things and we all can come together and enjoy that. So moving on with the next question. Within your 4 years of studying, obviously you spend a lot of time worrying about what your major is and what's going on, what credits I gotta take, what classes come next. So in that, through all that nonsense and chaos, what was the favorite thing about your major? What was it that made you feel so passionate about that you're studying with what you're with the money that you're spending?
The favorite part of my majors, personally, I guess I do like politics to an extent, but I don't see myself involving myself in politics on a national level or anything. The part of political science and just being a liberal arts and humanities major, I guess, or social science major, I should say, is they give you a lot of skills that are transferable to different sectors. So even though I studied political science and government and criminology, that's not all I know. Like I developed a lot of other skills, like communication skills, leadership skills, the ability to work in teams. The pandemic itself, having to work virtually in group settings, that's been a huge challenge, but I think that everyone who's been in college during that time has kind of upped their skill in that as well. And honestly, Virginia Tech is like the liberal arts department and political science department in Virginia Tech is pretty good. Virginia Tech's known for an engineering school, but I will say that the professors are very caring, and there's a lot of different classes that you can take that can kind of pique your interest in different things, for sure.
And for me, so picking a major was the hardest thing ever for me because I was very indecisive. I was between construction engineering major or business major. My dad was pushing me towards like engineering field, but I just felt like I wanted to go to business. mainly because in high school I had my own business, selling things on eBay and stuff like that, and I've always been like a person that likes to make side money, so that. So I just always had like a business mindset, and I just knew I wanted to be a business major. But now the track of business was indecisive as well, so I've changed my major like 3 times within the College of Business. But they've all like been I haven't like messed up or like to the point where I have to like graduate later or any of that stuff. I'm double majoring, so that's good. But yeah, I just wanted to find more of a technical aspect to business. That's why I chose business information technology, and then I added also business management, which is just like complemented, I guess. But I'm very happy with my decision, and it's had great outcomes, and yeah, like I'm excited to graduate and just go into the workforce and apply those skills that I've learned.
You know, they both got found something that's actually interesting for yourself, like you can continue with it. Sure. And you're comfortable with it, sounds like at least.
Definitely.
So going shifting gears here for a little bit, being that we're all Latinx Hispanic identifying students, we're here in El Centro, the Hispanic and Latinx Cultural Community Center. What are some things that you may have seen change for the Latinx community here at Tech in your 4 years? Big questions.
Grown.
It has grown.
It's huge. I mean, I can kind of start off and you can bounce in. But Ashley and I we joined up. Or we didn't join up. We entered.
We entered Virginia Tech the same year.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, we came in as freshmen.
Yeah, and it's kind of cool because, like, I mean, I know I remember how Ashley was when she was 18. I'm sure she remembers how I was.
Yes.
And just seeing, like, for example, Latin Link was super small. Like, there was maybe like 30 paid members at that point, and now we have over 170. So that in itself shows you how immensely, like, it's been growing these past couple years. And honestly, I will say that the excitement and inclusion of Latinx and Hispanic communities, like not just Latin Link, but also El Centro and Lasso, SHIP, all of the different organizations, I feel like they've been kind of getting more immersed with the general culture or general community of Virginia Tech as well. It's not so much secluded anymore, or our own. We're hiding in El Centro. We're not. We're here on Virginia Tech's campus, and I think that the community has become a lot more open and noticed on campus, and I think that's very important.
Yeah, for sure. I remember my freshman year, I just noticed that there were barely any Latinx students. And now, like, everywhere I go, I see, here and there, like, people, like myself, and it makes me happy just seeing that it's growing, and I hope that, over the next few years, more Latinx students come, because it is a, faraway place from where most Latinx students come from. From Northern Virginia, for me, for example, like, my school was, like, 80%, like, African American and Hispanic, and then when I came here, it was just, predominantly white, so it was a big drastic change for me. But now I love the diversity here, and it just makes me happy seeing, more and more Latinx students coming here and just seizing these amazing opportunities for education, so.
For sure.
Definitely.
So the main thing I picked up from what you both have said is that there's a lot of growth. And I think within a 4-year time span, that's something that's actually like, really, that's a great accomplishment, considering the fact that we're now at 10% Latinx Hispanic students here at Tech, which is similar to I think West Virginia now is 10%. So we're almost representative of the state,
right.
Which, again, that's a great accomplishment. More and more people coming in, seeing the value of education, and actually being how that opportunity to gain that education. So in those 4 years, I think that's one thing that
for sure
the tech community has.
Wasn't it 3% when we entered?
It was something small like that.
It was like 3% when we entered.
It's
4 years ago, so.
It's grown tremendously.
Yeah.
And with that growth has come a lot of different, organizations and
for sure.
things like that. For example, the Latinx and Hispanic Alumni Society was established in the fall of this year, and since then we've had 2 virtual reunion events, which is really exciting because at first, Tech didn't have a Hispanic Alumni Society to kind of lean on, but now we do, and hopefully that can kind of get propelled and we'll be just on the same status. You mentioned Desiree Velez's homecoming win last year. That was huge. And I will say, I feel like that was our staple moment. I feel like that really defined this era and this time of growth. It's just really inspiring, honestly. Like, it makes me happy to know that maybe we've had a little contribution to the growth and just the excitement and the positivity that's been happening in this community at Virginia Tech.
It's more of a side question. One of the prepared questions, but do you guys feel like you left an impact here on campus in some way, shape, or form? Even the smallest.
I mean, yes, I think so. And this, coming from a humble, perspective or point of view, yes, I think that I've definitely focused my time here as a leader since coming to Virginia Tech. I've done everything I can to kind of promote and celebrate my people as much as possible in any capacity that I can. So I would say so, yes. Would you agree, Kelby?
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I think the Latinx alumni thing, that's a pretty big thing. We have the Latinx homecoming queen, that's a wonderful thing, and all this other stuff that we're doing. So I think y'all doing good work. But what about you, actually?
Yeah, me humbly as well. Like I feel like I have just because I've been involved with El Centro. I've been a student worker for El Centro since my sophomore year, and I've promoted all of our events. I just really enjoy meeting new people in the Latinx community, and I always welcome them, and it brings me excitement just meeting new people. But I'm also the president of the Association of Latino Professionals for America. It's a really long name, but I've been part of that organization, and I've helped many Latinx students, obtain good jobs with like high corporate, organizations like investment banks and all these big, names that, just getting the foot in the door makes me happy. Like there's just one person on my executive board that he done like this amazing finance job, and like he's gonna be doing well. Like he's setting up for success. So like just helping out people within our community, I think is very important, and I feel like I've really tried my best to help people out and make them succeed. Because when I was a freshman or sophomore, I had Latinx students also help me out. There's a girl named Jenny Soto. She helped me out immensely, and I'm always gonna be grateful for her. And I want to do the same thing she did to me. So.
Shout out Jenny. We love Jenny.
Yeah. Shout out to Jenny Soto.
And part of I think going back to your question about the growth and having an impact on the community, you're also part of it. La Unidad Latina Lambda Upsilon Lambda Fraternity Incorporated. We brought that back this semester. There was an alpha line in 2016, but unfortunately the fraternity went dormant up until this year, where my line brothers and I, Kelby included, kind of brought the fraternity back, and again, that just kind of speaks to the growth of the community and just the presence is here, and now we just need to kind of continue on with that and keep the momentum going up from here.
Good job, guys.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun doing that.
Yeah.
Pretty quick. So considering that you actually yourself, you've been here in El Centro for the past 3 years, and then Daniel, you said your favorite study spot. You all both been here for a while and got to experience this shared community space. So what does El Centro mean to you?
You've been here since sophomore year.
For me, it really means community, and it goes back to comunidad. Like every time there's an event like that, you just bond in with everybody, and you meet new people, and you just get to feel the excitement of the Latinx community here. Like I really feel at home. So to me, it means community. Like I met. When I was here, my sophomore year specifically, like I would always, sit down and work here, and I would just make new friends, like all the time, just meeting new people, and it was just a great time for me, just being able to experience that. So for me, it just means community.
Definitely. I agree everything with Ashley said. I think El Centro it's the word, it's the center, it's the centerpiece of our community. No matter whether you're involved in Latin Link, Alpha, SHIP, students helping Honduras, like there's so many different organizations, but at the end of the day, I feel like El Centro is the centerpiece of our community. No matter your affiliation, no matter what, like this place is here for you. And like, I mean, look at the decoration. Like, I don't know, like this room. If you guys in the audience could see, like this room is just like it's comforting. And I think that's why a lot of us are drawn to just study here and just hang out, because the culture is familiar, the peoples, the language, everything's familiar, and it's a great place.
You go to Virgen de Guadalupe here, you got some Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Things from everywhere, so. Yeah.
Another place that we feel represented here. It's a great place. I mean, in my personal experience, I know the first time I walked in here, it was very, homey. Not that you all can't see it, but there used to be a few couches here, and some of those stools and whatnot, and it was just the most comforting place to be. I know for a few times, I could probably say this too, that you've always taken some naps in here.
Oh my God,
at least once or twice in your 4 years.
Yes.
So it's a great homely place for all of us to be here. But moving on with a few more questions here. Now that you were seniors, you got the experience, your trials and tribulations and all that. What's some advice that you would give to your past self?
Oh man.
Your freshman year, sophomore year, what's something you would have done different?
I think, I'll go first. So, when I was a freshman, I got really stressed out just because, I was the first one to go to college, so it's a lot of pressure on me because I'm also the oldest of 4, so I just feel like I have to be the example child, so I've always been try to be on my best behavior, don't go crazy like going out or any of that stuff, just, do my work and, be a good student and whatnot. So I always stress out, like, I'm always doing good, like, definitely have the best grades. So I always stress out myself for no reason. But I realized that, like, you can be successful without, going through, like, all that, stress and, like, just take it easy. Like, there's a lot of opportunities for jobs, internships, and so forth. You just gotta be patient, and honestly, patience is key for everything. So for me, just, be patient and take it easy.
Yes, patience. I think I would tell younger Daniel to just chill out. Honestly, like, just chill out. One thing, though, I guess an academic piece of advice I would give to myself is reach out to professors much earlier. I, for whatever reason, did not get comfortable reaching out to professors in, like, office hours or just an email up until, like, junior year. And at that point, I mean, it helps out. It helps out when you need it, but I think that establishing connections with your professors and faculty on campus early on is super, super important because they will vouch for you until the end. Like, as long as you show the work, and even if you need a little bit of assistance in an assignment or some leeway, professors are humans too, and that's what I really kind of, that's what I've learned. They're great people, especially the ones here at Virginia Tech, and making the extra effort to reach out to them, even just to talk and communicate, it goes a long way. So all you freshmen out there, if you're, or any current students, yeah, definitely reach out to your professors because they're here to help. As well as reach out to people in your own community.
Sure. If you make connection with them, like, early on, they'll be helpful, like, writing job recommendations and, whatever letter of recommendation and so forth, they can speak a good word for you. If you're a good student that actively, like, reaches out and is, getting the best grades.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is build that network and stay patient. Things will come along as they come along.
Yeah.
Moving on with our final question here really quick. So what's something that you would want people to know about your experience here at Tech? Whether it be positive, negative, whether it be, what was it like here at Tech for you? What's something that you would wish other people should know? Or think they should know before coming to Tech?
About our experiences or just the Virginia Tech experience?
Your experience itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something that you want to share with the audience.
You got it.
Yeah. So it's definitely like a roller coaster of, like, emotions and experience. You have your ups and your downs, but you just have to, like, take it easy and relax. Know that everything will be all right. Like, I know I've had my tough times at Tech, but I also had, like, really, my positive, like, ups. So it's just really, like, it's gonna be a roller coaster, but just enjoy the ride and, like, it'll be good 4 years of your life.
Definitely. Yes. Everything that Ashley said is correct. College is challenging. Do not get me wrong. It's a very challenging uphill battle. But having a network of people is very helpful. Joining organizations that you feel very strong in. That's very important. Because those people in those organizations are going to be very like-minded, and they're going to uplift you as much as you want to uplift them and yourself. So finding your network of community is the best thing to do, especially on a campus so big as Virginia Tech. We have, like, over 600 student organizations, don't we?
Plus. Yeah.
600 plus. Yeah. So there is a community out here for you.
Yeah.
You just need to be able to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Here, folks, go check out all the connects, find community, and all that stuff. So, well, without further ado, we thank you all for spending some time with us. Thank you, Ashley and Daniel, for coming by. Congratulations on graduating. It's a wonderful achievement for y'all.
Thank you, Kelby, for hosting this.
Of course, do what I can. Y'all enjoy yourselves.
Bye.
Bye, guys.